Original post by ThrowRadaughtersbf. Am I the a-hole for telling my daughter's boyfriend to stop groping her? So I, 44 female, have a 20 female daughter, Alexandra, and she has a boyfriend, Marcus, 21. When she first introduced us, I was happy and thought he was really nice and good for her. Today, my husband and I were at my parents', and my sister came over to our house. Alexandra was also there and invited Marcus over as well, which was fine. After Alexandra was done introducing Marcus to our parents and aunt, I noticed that Marcus seemed excessively showing my daughter affection, such as long drawn out kissing, hugging her for long periods, and letting her lay sprawled out on the couch. It made me feel uncomfortable, but I let it slide until I noticed Marcus was groping my daughter's ass while she kissed on one of the living room couches. I snapped by yelling, making them break away from each other, and I said that Marcus needed to stop groping my daughter because it made me uncomfortable, and it was disgusting to do in front of other people. There was silence until my daughter stood up and told me that she was leaving in a quiet tone. I tried to stop her, but she left anyway with Marcus. Alexandra later texted me that I was an a-hole and a prude for embarrassing her and Marcus like that. I showed the text to my husband and he said that I was right, but I could have been nicer about it. So am I the a-hole? Well, yeah, I mean, you're an a-hole and then you overreacted, but I'm 100% in agreement. It is inappropriate. It's inappropriate doing it in front of anyone, but like your girlfriend's parents, groping and even just kissing, I don't get it. I mean, I was that age once too, and yeah, I wouldn't be doing that in front of my girlfriend's parents. There's just no chance. So yeah, hormones and all that, but that's still weird. The only problem that she's got now is that because she's gone over the top, our daughter, kind of rightfully so, is going to be pissed. So she's going to have to apologise for, losing her cool and just hope her daughter kind of sees her point of view. So yeah, I agree. To be honest, the husband is the one that's got it right here. She's writing what she said, but she's going about it the wrong way, You need to be a bit more kind of sensitive and just deal with it properly. I think that was kind of overboard. But anyway, yeah, nobody comes out looking great, to be honest. But, well, apart from her husband. OP is Revolutionary Dog 4996. Am I the a-hole for booking a holiday at the same place my sister will be for her honeymoon? This is a resort that can have 1,000+ people at once, so it's not like I'll keep running into them. She told me that she found this great discount deal because it's undergoing maintenance and it's off-season. I don't like swimming in chilly weather, but like the other amenities of the resort, and the location is somewhere I've always wanted to go, so decided to take a look and found the same deal. Right, now my sister is pissed at me, saying I'm stealing her honeymoon. I have no plans to be hanging out with her or paying any attention to them. Am I the a-hole? Now there is a quick update. It says, I went to sleep and this had 10 comments, and now it has hundreds. I cancelled the vacation with a fee. A lot of people are making a ton of assumptions about me. I really didn't understand why this was a big deal. I'm not a centre of attention type person. I'm not wearing white at my sister's wedding. I'm not in love with the groom. Okay. I genuinely didn't think it was that big of a deal. Clearly it is. Also, I wasn't downvoting comments. Yada, yada, yada. Not relevant to the rest of the story. Well, yeah. I mean, the update that's come at the same time as basically the post pretty much sums that up. You are definitely the a-hole. There's like a million different vacation places that you could go, and you just decide to pick the same one as your sister when she's on her honeymoon. It's just a bit weird. Like, she's obviously wanting special time. It's meant to be special. Just the fact that they're there themselves, having another family member there at the same time is just a bit kind of weird, and it's just inconsiderate. There's no need to book that place on your sister's wedding. You know what I mean? I don't really know what's going through your head. Oh, just because it's a good deal, there's good deals everywhere and anywhere every year. There's always stuff on. You don't have to go there. Anyway, yeah, just a bit weird. Definitely the a-hole. And I'm glad you've seen it in the end. Original poster, Birthday Spirited 1192. Am I the a-hole for being ungrateful to my boyfriend's parents for changing the venue for my birthday, even if they offered to pay? 2 weeks prior to my birthday, my boyfriend, 24 male, and I, 22 female, had meticulously planned every detail of the celebration. We decided on a restaurant near this place since I lived quite far away, and this restaurant was exclusive to his city. We thought it would be a small, intimate gathering, and we even extended invitations to his parents. I set a budget for the celebration and also decided to include my brother's girlfriend, making it a lovely gathering. Everything seemed to be going according to plan. On the day of the celebration, I was on my way to the rendezvous point when he called me. His parents had decided to change the venue for the birthday celebration, and to my shock offered to cover the expenses. This sudden change left me in a state of distress. I repeatedly begged to stick with our original plan, as I felt strongly about it. My boyfriend's parents reassured me, saying, "Don't worry about it, we've got this covered." That wasn't the problem. When my family knew we were going to this restaurant, they were immediately disagreeing, as we had horrible experiences with the restaurant chain in the past. Additionally, the restaurant they had chosen had multiple branches, and selecting one halfway between our locations could have saved us a considerable trip. I was about to pull a tantrum because I was really looking forward to going to what we had planned. My boyfriend noticed how upset this made me and repeatedly apologised for it. He could not convince his parents to stick with the original plan. He was also informed about the change 5 minutes before reaching the rendezvous point. He promised to make it up, but it took 2 minutes outside the restaurant to compose myself as to not show my dismay about it. Adding to the dilemma was the weight of cultural customs. In our culture, it was expected that the one who was celebrating would foot the bill. Faced with this predicament and wanting to keep the peace, we went along with a new plan. There was a moment where my boyfriend's family were trying to pay the bill. They were still insisting to pay for the whole bill, since it was the first time our families had formally met. I paid. I did not want them to shoulder the bill, as it was customary. As the day unfolded, I found myself going over budget by twice the amount I had initially set, despite the financial strain. I settled the bill, making sure I had a memorable birthday celebration, even if it was not exactly as we had initially planned. Okay. Am I the a-hole? Well, I mean, looking at this, there's not really anything. There's no real clarity as to why you would be the a-hole. I don't really know what you're asking. I mean, you're more than within your rights to be upset. You had everything planned out. You were going to be paying for it, and the venue was something that had been pre-arranged with everybody. So the fact that your boyfriend's family, in 5 minutes before you were meant to meet up, has decided to change the whole thing, think it's all right to justify it with just saying, "Don't worry, we'll cover any expenses or extra expenses," or whatever it may have been. That's not really the point, is it? They're kind of walking all over you, and your boyfriend, well, I hate to say it, he should have had your back more. He should have been able to see that you weren't happy and immediately, stop it, tell the parents that that's not happening, and you should have just gone to your original venue. But you've done what you've done, you've compromised, and it sounds like, well, I'd say it's worked out. It's not. You've obviously paid twice the budget you wanted to pay, but yeah, you'd certainly not the a-hole. There's nothing in there at all that I'd consider you being the a-hole for. I would say your boyfriend's family are inconsiderate at best, a-holes at worst. So yeah, keep an eye on that, and make sure your boyfriend's parents and him don't walk all over you. Put your foot down next time and stick to your guns. That's the advice I'd give you.